Have you ever paused to consider a moment that many guys dismiss almost instantly? Picture yourself waiting for your order at a cafe or strolling along a sidewalk, when out of nowhere, a younger lady catches your eye and flashes a quick grin. Your thoughts stall. You question, was that aimed at me? You try to explain it away. She's probably smiling at the person next to you, or it's just common courtesy. Don't overthink it, you tell yourself, and let it go. You act like it was nothing. But imagine if I revealed that it wasn't insignificant. What if that grin held real meaning? What if it mirrored something she picked up from you, something you've lost sight of in your own reflection? A lot of mature men have been trained to think they're overlooked, that as their prime years slip away, so does their impact. They assume the focus has moved on, that they've outgrown the scene. Yet the reality is the opposite. When a younger woman grins at an older guy, it's not necessarily romantic interest, but it's seldom accidental. It's a reaction, an instinctive response to an essence she detects below the exterior. Not the hairstyle, not the complexion, not the outfit. It's your aura, your poise, your wisdom, your vibe. And here's what plenty of men ignore. A grin isn't merely a lip movement. It's one of humanity's ancient cues, predating spoken words. Before we communicated verbally, we signaled emotions. Before scripting ideas, we sensed them. And women, more than they often acknowledge, react to a guy who carries himself uniquely. A guy who doesn't pursue, who doesn't crave validation, who holds narratives in his quiet demeanor. That's what resonates with them. They might not articulate it. They might not even recognize it consciously, but subconsciously, there's an irresistible draw towards something uncommon. A form of male steadiness. Still, most guys undermine it. They deny the possibility that they're being acknowledged. They view any notice as a coincidence, a mishap, an error. By doing that, they overlook the opportunity. They ignore the signal that they're still visible, still impactful, that amid a crowd of younger dudes, something about them shines. Not due to years, but due to substance, not flashiness, but essence. A woman's grin doesn't always signal approach, but it does convey, I notice you. And that's plenty to rouse a guy from complacency. So next time you spot that look, don't wave it off hastily. It could be more than fantasy. It might be your vibe, getting acknowledged at last, the significance of a grin. When a younger woman directs a smile your way, resist the urge to ignore it. Don't label it as mere chance. Don't tell yourself it was only manners. And don't allow your doubts to drown out the instant. Absorb it, not with ego, not with neediness, but with subtle awareness. That smile might not spark romance. It might not invite action. But it's a cue, a gentle nudge that you're still observed, that your essence still matters, that you possess something worthwhile even today. As guys advance in years, they gain a scarce quality, one no youthful vigor can duplicate. It's known as wisdom, but not superficial tales or piled up time. It's the unseen development, the conflicts waged, the setbacks survived, the instances that shattered you yet didn't defeat you. True wisdom isn't merely recollections. It's the crucible forging toughness. It's the blaze honing insight. It's the understated power that requires no declaration. You can't purchase it, you can't imitate it, you can't rush it. Only the passage of time bestows it. And only hardship molds it. That's possibly what she's detecting in that smile. Not simply a person, but an aura, a certain tranquility. A life challenged yet unbroken. And you've overlooked that. You've forgotten you provide what younger guys haven't acquired. Not mere assurance, but belief. Not allure, but profundity. Not clamor, but essence. So when it occurs again, when you sense that gaze, that instant, don't hurry by. No need to respond, but respect it. It's a soft whisper from existence. You're not unseen. You're simply emerging authentic. The strength of wisdom. When a younger woman gazes at an older man, she's not merely scanning his features. She's not evaluating him by youthful standards like physique, style, or fads. She's perceiving something profounder. She might not pinpoint it. She might not be entirely conscious of it, but her gut registers it right away. It's not his attire, not his expression, not the creases on his skin. It's his vibe. It's how he occupies space comfortably. The manner he enters an area without begging for notice. the way his quietude outshouts racket. There's a gap between a guy who's navigated turmoil and one still evading it. The mature man has been challenged repeatedly by defeats, heartaches, existence itself. Each ordeal imprinted not only on his body, but in his core. Silver strands aren't decay, they're emblems of endurance. Furrows aren't flaws, they're chapters in a tale. A deliberate pace doesn't indicate lagging. It shows he's ceased competing. He's traversed infernos, and he didn't merely endure, he mastered carrying the heat without self-destruction. That's what she perceives when she looks. That's the aura drawing her near. Younger males might be bolder, more ostentatious, brimming with promise, but promise is unproven. It's not yet refined. Older men bear evidence. Evidence they've been sculpted by tempests and surfaced tougher, not rigid. That aura is uncommon. It's the serenity amid turmoil, the peace in pandemonium. It doesn't beg for focus, yet it garners it. And that's why she grins. Not for showiness, but for centeredness. Not for efforts to dazzle, but for having no obligations to demonstrate. In a society fixated on clamor, aura is the supreme defiance. And aura stems from embracing suffering, reconciling with it, and evolving superior via it. That's irreplaceable. No shortcuts exist. You must experience it. Most mature men overlook this in themselves. They gaze at reflections and spot only maturity. They pit themselves against younger ones as if vitality is the soul might. But genuine might is subdued. It's restrained. It's acquired. It's the capacity to step into space and alter the atmosphere wordlessly. So when a younger woman spots you, when she grins or lingers her gaze, don't dismiss it as etiquette or blunder. She may lack your history, but she detects your gravity and honors it pre-understanding. Aura and assurance. This isn't concerning dominance plays. It's not about ruling, commanding, or validating. It's about subdued might, the sort that doesn't yell for attention but resonates stronger than any uproar. It's about the guy who doesn't require the limelight to stand out. He merely arrives and alters the vibe, not via force, but via serenity, via aura. That aura isn't innate to every mature man, not by far. Many have permitted themselves to vanish, not from societal dismissal, but from discarding their own merit. They've let uncertainty burden them. They've persuaded themselves maturity means downturn. That obscurity is unavoidable. Thus, they diminish. They remain silent, not from peace, but from hesitation. Yet there are those who've accepted their path, who grasp that each blemish, each error, each season wasn't mere endurance. They embody that insight in their motion, their speech, their mere being. They don't insist on visibility, but they achieve it. Women perceive it, particularly younger ones. They might not deliberately comprehend why, but encountering such a man awakens something. Not desire, not daydreams, something profounder, acknowledgement. It's the acknowledgement of anchored manhood, of acquired insight, of firm aura in an ever-changing realm. While vitality gets praised for its dazzle and pace, these profounder attributes cause a woman to hesitate. Skill, steadiness, insight. These don't go viral online, but they endure because they're tough to counterfeit. A man who's honed his skills, tamed his urges, and gained outlook via adversity, he emits what no novice can copy, not from years, but from substance. He's dependable. He's serene. He tackles issues sans frenzy. He doesn't haste to dazzle since his construction speaks volumes. That's captivating. Not in a showy, spotlight-grabbing manner, but one that draws people nearer, prompts deeper listening, fosters quicker trust. Younger women detect this, even sans verbalizing it. In a realm of pretenders, a man who's authentic distinguishes himself. He doesn't market himself. He doesn't pose. He doesn't pursue. He arrives wholly, genuinely. And rarity like that matters. This isn't superiority claims. It's about authenticity. It's not bragging, but striding with the subdued assurance from confronting flames without incineration. When a woman grins at such a man, it's not invariably romance, but it's validation. A cue she perceives something authentic, something anchored, something unexpected. And that's the distinction. When a man finally perceives it within, when he ceases pursuing and begins personifying, Existence reacts, not from demands, but from becoming irrefutable steadiness and reliance. Younger women might not voice it, but they sense it. They identify rarity in specific men, steadiness, not founded on riches or facade, but on serenity, wisdom, and guidance. It's how a man navigates with precision, not disarray. How he selects intent over disorder, how he holds firm amid whirlwinds. That's his edge, you observe. Numerous younger males are ensnared in conflicting tempests. Drive tugs one direction, uncertainty another. They seek excitement, yet dread dedication. They yearn for purpose, but flee duty. And women detect that unsteadiness. It reveals in his dialogue, his responses, his evasion of substance since he hasn't discovered but the mature man. He's traversed that route. He's confronted those internal clashes. He's experienced passion's blaze and outcome's burden. He's faltered, been chastened, yet unbroken. Now he presents divergence, something reliable. He doesn't falter under strain. He doesn't crumble in turmoil. He doesn't vanish when others frenzy. Such poise isn't book-learned. It's unfakeable. It arises from existence, from enduring genuine gales, and it's this sentimental firmness that's magnetic. In a noisy world, he turns into a silent harbor. Folks trust him instinctively. Since trust isn't forged in simplicity, it's in crisis responses. And trust undoubtedly is a potent attraction form. It delves beyond appearances. It endures past charm. It fosters security most crave unknowingly. Society claims attraction revolves around looks, build, vehicles, rank. But what persists? It's the aura of self-knowledge, silent yet palpable who doesn't prove, since his essence outshouts verbiage. That's what a younger woman frequently reacts to, sans full comprehension. Spotting such a man shifts dynamics, not from impressing, but centering. She detects enduring, strength untied to vitality, forged via wisdom. And wisdom doesn't merely amass facts, it cultivates aura, the myth of obscurity. Many mature men harbor a subtle falsehood, the notion that age renders them unseen, not physically, but socially. They sense devaluation, disregard, as if their era ended, subtly relegated. Tragically, they accept it. They navigate existence with fading aura, lacking former vigor, passion, sharpness. They ponder, why bother? But reality, society hasn't overlooked them. They've overlooked themselves. This outlook isn't baseless. Culture idolizes vitality, dazzling, boisterous, swift. It lauds vigor, freshness, superficial allure. Gradually, men who've constructed lives, borne loads, accrued marks feel obsolete. They absorb an irrelevant memo. It declares, you're aged, irrelevant. But it's utterly bogus. What men miss, they're observed more than assumed, especially by depth appreciators. Women prizing essence over show, clarity over muddle, core over display. Younger women discern noise from grounding. They note when a man arrives, sans proof needing. They observe chaos calming poise. It's not aesthetics, not flaunting. It's aura. Unfakeable, unpurchasable, inimitable. The aura of self-awareness. Yet many mature men self-dismiss prematurely. They permit obscurity's illusion to steal their glow. They mute voices, neglect self-care. Enter spaces sans belonging existence echoes that. Who ceases arriving ceases visibility. Harm isn't averted gazes. It's self-averted eyes. Believing irrelevance prompts enactment. He diminishes, conceals, evades not others' contact but self's. That's unraveling start. His potent traits, wisdom, firmness, perspective, are world's yearnings but unshown, unresponsive. If self-value absent, how others? Younger women perceive sharper than assumed. They detect poise. Respect storm endurers with grace drawn to unflinching pressure handlers, non-approvers, heavy lifters. That's true might, unforgettable agelessly, but irrelevant sans self-perception. First relevance untied to digits, tied to aura. Conviction striding, quiet might carrying, undismissible. Maybe not loudest spotlight, but profounder. Respect and quiet. Attention's often sincerest. Conquering uncertainty. Change initiates internally. It starts gazing reflectively, seeing not past self, not former, but current, still present, upright, worthy. Realizing aura retains might rekindles inwardly. World's once dulling load lightens. He assumed background fading, overlooked, obsolete. But world observed awaiting his revival. Uncertainty doesn't barge. It sneaks via subtle dismissals, cultural murmurs. Prime past, peaked, matterless. Not mere falsehoods, toxins seductive, as belief halts resistance. Posture slips, voice weakens, presence fades. Emotionally, spiritually, vibrantly. Thus, obscurity's mirage forms, not from others' blindness, but self's harsh reality. Younger folks, women especially, seek not vitality or surface, energy, surety, aura. Quiet certainty striding, not hubris, serene awareness, signals unspoken assurance and carriage. I meet, room entry sans need, energy demands respect. Conversely, self-doubt broadcasts, world senses. In speech hesitation, inward shoulders, presence avoidance uncertainty repels, self-worth disbelief strongest. Culture glamorizes vitality, claiming male peak at 25, then obscurity descent. Narrative false true value from growth, not vitality. Endured pain, learned lessons, chaos built calm, trial earned depth, error, evolution. Strength from testing refining, not untouched tragedy. Men miss selves. Reflect on facial lines over tails. Measure losses, ignore gains. Divider. Confidence aging men, drawing admiration, respect, desire. Master mindset, reject maturity, decline myth. View as refinement, depth, acquired might. Shun approval. Avoid shallow fitting. Construct worlds, invite via quiet might. If obscurity illusioned, comprehend, not world's blindness, you've silenced. Fully arrive, nothing prove, everything offer. Notice occurs. Women notice, existence replies. Query, self-notice? Do so, world follows. The instant a man opts dignity carriage like worthy, offer powerful, world shifts subtly. Surroundings younger women notably notice. Not youth clinging, strength striding. Strength ageless, self-respect, radiated energy sans approval. Seeking common mature male error. Value peaked assumption, best behind. Youth desirability, charisma, relevance, high point. Mindset erroneous, hazardous, causes withdrawal, background fading hides potent traits. Truth, male value evolves, not declines. Each mark, defeat, lesson, deepens aura. Life, no guessing, learned, endured, capable or world, glorifies vitality for possibility, but possibility not equal power. Experience equals power. Young, energetic, older, storm endured. Shaped lives' decisions, hard-won wisdom. Valuable, magnetic. Younger women note instinctively, not always aware. Difference. Self-figuring versus has.